Hey everybody, welcome back to the Ethan Lemler podcast show. I'm your host, Ethan, and I'm here today with a full cast, Noah, Ryan, George, and Rishi. What's up, guys? We excited
What's up,
this
Ethan?
week? This is week 13. So this is your week 13 preview show. We're going to be going through the good games, well, pretty much every game, but we're going to be going into more analysis with the better games this week. First up, we're going to jump right into it. First up, we got the Saints Falcons. Now I'm gonna actually want to talk about this game. Doesn't seem like a good game with the Saints 9-2 and the Falcons 4-7, but in the past couple of weeks, the Falcons have been playing really great football. And every time the Saints go into Atlanta, they somehow lose. Last year it happened. I think this year they lost to the Falcons as well, correct?
No, they won,
I
I'm
don't,
pretty
I
sure.
don't
No,
think
they
so.
no, they crushed them. My apologies. But last year it happened that they got upset by them. So what do you guys think about this?
So obviously the Falcons have the best kicker in the game. Young Hoku carried them. But nah, the Saints are going to absolutely demolish the Falcons. I don't think Falcons stand any chance really against the Saints, even without Drew Brees.
I agree. Saints are going to win.
I have it differently. I think it's a divisional game. The Falcons interim head coach is really getting the best out of everyone on the Falcons, and Taysom Hill is he's good but not great, and Drew Brees was doing good when he left, and I don't think Taysom Hill is good enough to just completely single-handedly beat the Falcons, no matter how bad their defense is. Julio's back too. It's going to be scary Falcons offense, and I don't think the Saints are going to be able to match that with Taysom Hill.
Yes.
So you're going with the Falcons?
Yeah.
Ethan, what's the
No.
spread in that
The
game?
spread is -3 New Orleans, so it's not that long. It's
Wow.
not a 9-2 versus 4-7.
I mean, and really underrated part of the Saints team is their defense. They've been playing like lights out this year.
Mhm.
And I know Julio's coming back. They still have Ridley. They have Matt Ryan, but I don't see like any way Falcons win.
I think we'll have to. It's either going to be a nail biter or South Saints are just going to blow it out. So we'll have to see what happens. Going to the next game, Lions Bears. Bears have a spread of -3. This is could be a good game because they're both not great teams, but we're not going to go into analysis. Bears really need a win here. 6 straight drops after starting 5-0. Lions just got rid of Matt Patricia. We'll see if they can have a bounce back win with their interim. But overall, I think I'm gonna go with the Lions here because usually after a team does, I don't know, just after fires their terrible head coach, they show everybody that they can play. So I think the Lions are going to take this one.
Yeah, why don't we just all give our picks real quick?
Okay, sure.
So I have the Bears in this one.
I've got the Bears as well.
I've got the Bears as well.
Got the Bears.
All right. Browns Titans. Now this is my game of the week right here. 8-3 versus 8-3. Browns still at the top of the AFC wildcard, still trying to vie off a lot of different competitors down in the hunt and below them in the wild card. Titans have a 1-game lead over the Colts right now after their demolish of them last week in the AFC South. And what do we see here?
I've got the Titans. After what they did to the Colts, there's no way the Browns have a chance against them.
Trying to be
Yeah.
a non-biased fan here, but I see the Titans winning, but still I think it's going to be a really good game. I don't think Baker can single-handedly carry the Browns over. I think we're going to see a lot of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Yeah,
Titans defense is really, really overrated. So it's going to be offense versus offense right now.
Also, Myles Garrett coming back
Yeah.
this week.
And the
Yeah.
Browns just have a slightly better defense, but a slightly worse offense. The Titans have a much better offense, but a lot worse of a defense. It just comes down to who shows up.
it's going to be the battle of the running backs. Obviously, I think the best running back in the league right now, Derrick Henry, coming off a 200-yard monster game versus the Colts, versus Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, the best backfield in the NFL. We'll have to see which defense is able to get the most stops or who's just going to get trampled. It's probably going to be a shootout, and whoever gets the ball last or whoever's passing attack is able to create a final 2-minute drive is going to be able to pull it out. I think it's going to be the Titans overall because their home stat isn't just Derrick Henry.
I agree. It'll be a nail biter, but I think the Titans will pull it out in the end.
All right. Going on, Bengals Dolphins. Obviously, Dolphins have been crushing it the last couple of weeks. I think we're gonna have to go with Dolphins. I don't think anybody else is gonna have to go. It's gonna go against that.
Yeah, easily Dolphins, especially with Joe Burrow down.
Another probably non-close game. Jaguars Vikings. Vikings still vying for a wild card spot. Jaguars 1-10 in the hunt for Trevor Lawrence. Vikings.
What's the line in that game?
That's 10 Vikings.
I would say Vikings, but I take the Jags against that spread. So
Against the spread, I still wouldn't.
The Jags have shown flashes of competence throughout the last few weeks.
yeah, and I think the Vikings are. I mean, they're 5-6, but I still think they're overrated.
And
I see the Vikings winning, but I think it's going to be much closer than people expect.
Before I go on, I'm going to say the Dolphins spread, the Dolphins-Bengals spread is -11. I apologize for my dogs in the background. We're going to go on. Raiders-Jets. Raiders have a surprisingly low spread at -8. It is in New York, though.
I got the Jets. Now,
No.
I say this because Josh Jacobs is out for the Raiders, and he's a vital part of their offense.
I don't remember the name of the running back for Raiders, but in the small carries he's had a 5.5 yards per carry.
Jalen Richard. I think that's his name.
Why are we even debating this? The Jets are just absolutely trash. Derek Carr is playing
see
like
what
a
the
top
Raiders
10
did last week?
quarterback. Derek Carr is playing like a top 10 quarterback. The Raiders are easily
Not
winning.
last
The
week.
Raiders
Not
lost
last week.
They got
43-6.
smashed by the Falcons.
Yep. Not last week was a bad week. They're gonna have to have a
doing
bounce
good
back
ever
week.
since their
Yeah, see, they got smashed by the Falcons, but
Let's all calm
who
down.
are they playing against
the
the
Jets?
Jets?
It's the Adam Gase.
Yeah, we're
Dan Darnold
still.
Jets.
I think we're still all taking the Raiders.
Yeah.
Remember last year when Adam Gase skipped Thanksgiving to game plan for the 0-11 Bengals just to lose?
I do remember that. Ryan, you're picking the Raiders, right?
No,
No.
I
You're
think
picking
this is the
Jets.
Jets are not
best
winning.
chance for the Jets to win.
Okay, you're picking the Jets over a team that's in the wild card hunt in the AFC currently and beat the best team in the NFL. I'm just making sure you understand that.
Yeah. I'm
Yes,
going with the
okay.
Jets.
Okay. Somehow we're going to move on from that. Again, I'm not sure what he's doing. So we're going to go with the Colts-Texans. Somebody lead this off.
All right. The Colts have been doing pretty good down the stretch recently, except for that last Titans game. But they're a strong team overall. Their defense, top 5 defense, arguably the best defense in the NFL. And the Texans just lost an integral piece in Will Fuller. They waived Kenny Stills. I think it's not going to be great for the Texans.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Texans have been interesting this season. Deshaun Watson has played fairly decent, but Colts are just too good.
Yeah, I think we all got Colts in this one.
Yeah, I got the Colts.
I'm going to have to go with the Texans in this one. You're right. They lost Will Fuller. The Colts defense hasn't been that great in the last couple of weeks. They've given up a lot of points, a lot of yards.
And they did just play against the best running back in the league.
Yeah, but then they also fell again. I don't remember the schedule, but they've fallen a lot. So
They've been playing the best offenses in the NFL. Last week was the Titans. 2 weeks ago was the Packers.
It was the Titans the week before
They
that.
did beat the Packers, so.
Yeah, but the Packers imploded in that second half.
that's true. This is gonna be a closer game, but I think I'm gonna have to stick with the Colts. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with. So everybody going with the Colts?
Yep.
All right, next game, Rams-Cardinals. This is my upset of the week, and I'm picking the Cardinals in the Pick'em League. Surprisingly to me, even though this game's in Arizona, Rams have the spread by -3. I really like the Cardinals this year, and they're most likely going to make the playoffs, even though they're 6-5 in a weak NFC. And they are a very strong offense. A little inconsistent, but they are very strong with Murray and Hopkins, along with Edmonds and Drake on the running back. I think they have a real chance to splash, and I think it might be a close game, but I think the Cardinals are going to come out with a very decisive victory in this one.
I'm not so sure about that. Jalen Ramsey is playing like a top 3 cornerback in the NFL. He's going to take D-Hop completely out of the game. And the matchup to watch, Robert Woods versus Patrick Peterson. For the last 3 times they've matched up, Robert Woods has completely lit him up, and I don't see that changing this week. So I actually have the Rams winning this one.
I agree. I think the Rams are one of the most underrated teams this year. Nobody really talks about them in a tough NFC West division. I think Jared Goff's been playing a little better the past couple of weeks, and I think just the Rams win the individual matchups.
Can't
Yeah.
forget about Aaron Donald either.
Never forget about Aaron Donald.
Yeah, although the Cardinals isn't like a huge upset, it's a relatively even game. I got to go with the Rams.
Noah?
Yeah, this is my game of the week, but I'm still gonna take the Rams. They're playing really good football the last couple of weeks. The Cardinals are good, but the Rams are better. So.
Yeah, Cardinals O-line is a mess. Aaron Donald in there, it's not
So
well.
I'm the only one taking the Cardinals in this one. This is my upset of the week, and I'm going all in on this one because this is my pick 'em. I'm in a pick 'em league, and I'm in second place right now. Underdog is 2 points. I'll get in first place if they win. So I really need them to win. Next up, we got the Giants Seahawks. Okay, this is an interesting game. Seahawks are 8-3 with a -11 spread. This could be a giant, absolutely humongous upset because Russell Wilson in their offense has been playing very poorly the last couple of weeks, barely beating the Eagles, although it's a little whacked out because of it. It's that last-minute touchdown. Then there's he's been inconsistent recently. And then the Giants have played terrible teams, to be fair, but they've come out with wins in both. Ryan, you're a Giants fan. What do you have to say about this one?
You're crazy. There's no way the Giants are going to win.
Well, I'm not saying they're going to win.
McCoy.
Obviously, I'm picking the Seahawks, but I'm saying this could be closer than people think.
No, it won't be.
Now
It'll
the
be
Giants.
a Seahawks blowout.
The
I see
Giants
a
wouldn't win
25
this
point.
game.
Russ hasn't been great recently is because the defense has been getting pressure on him. The Giants have no defense outside of James Bradbury. The D-line is non-existent. They're not going to get pressure on Russ.
I don't completely agree with that. Their defense has been pretty good this season.
Against the football team doesn't count.
They've beaten other teams, but
3 other teams.
2.
No, 2. You're right. 2 other teams.
whatever.
They're the Eagles and the Cowboys.
They're gonna lose. The Seahawks are too good.
Noah?
Yeah, the Giants win this game with Daniel Jones. They're definitely not going to win it with Colt McCoy. So.
Daniel Jones out?
Yes.
Yep.
My apologies. I did not realize that. Yeah, Seahawks are going to crush. All right. Eagles, Packers. Before I'm going to go, Eagles have been playing terrible football this season. Absolutely awful. Packers been playing pretty good football. Obviously, I'm going to take the Packers. Noah, I'm going to toss this one over to you now.
As much as I want to take the Eagles, and I wouldn't completely write them off. I think the Eagles are capable of winning this game. I don't see it. I don't see if Doug Peterson made a couple really obvious moves, I think the Eagles would have a shot, but he's not going to make those moves. I've got the Packers. And over on the ELPS Eagles Edition podcast, I had a full 20-minute breakdown of this game with George, so go check that out if you want to hear more.
Yeah, I don't think the Eagles are winning this one, even though the Packers have not been playing great against Lambeau, but Aaron Rodgers did say this past week when they put 41 on a top 5 defense in the Bears that something clicked. And the last time that happened is when they ran the table. And I think that happens again this year. And that starts with the Eagles. So Packers.
Yeah, I don't see the Eagles winning this one, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Packers are better than the Seahawks, and they did not have a close game against the Seahawks, even though the scores messed up.
All right.
So the Packers.
Going to the next one, we got the Patriots, Chargers. Herbert's been playing really great football. The Chargers have not been able to finish as their 3-8 record shows. Chargers are actually favorites, 1.5 favorites in this game. I didn't actually see that beforehand. I'm kind of taken aback by that. We'll have to see how that goes because I'm still going to pick the Patriots. I don't think the Los Angeles defense can stop Newton, who's been playing pretty good football the last couple of weeks, trying to get a playoff spot in the rough AFC.
Newton's been pretty bad. I think he's being carried.
If you have actually seen he has what, 8 rushing touchdowns? He's I think he's been pretty good. I think he's been better than people think. No,
Have you seen his stat lines, Ethan?
Better than people think, maybe. Pretty good, no.
okay.
Yeah, I just don't think Anthony Lynn is a capable head coach. He's kind of like Mike McCarthy, way too old school, and it's just not going to work. Even though the Chargers actually do have a good roster.
So you're going with the Patriots?
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm gonna go with the Patriots. No.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots too. I do like the Chargers, but just look at the two head coaches. You can't pick Anthony Lynn over Belichick.
Ryan?
I'll go with the Patriots too, as much as I don't want to pick the Patriots.
Right. I mean, nobody does, but Rishi.
I'll actually go Chargers in this one. Keenan Allen has actually been playing really good past couple of weeks, and I know the Patriots secondary is one of the best in the league, but I'm feeling an upset.
Let's go to the Monday games. Here there are two. Washington Steelers. We talked about yesterday on the podcast how the Steelers are overrated. They aren't an 11-0 team, but they're obviously a good team, and they're obviously better than the Washington football team. At a 7-point spread, 7-point favorites, I don't see the football team pulling this one out. I'm going to give this one to the Steelers.
I really like the football team in
Oh
this.
my gosh.
I'm going to mute you, George.
They
No,
bring
George, I'm sorry. I'm going to skip you.
every
No,
single
George.
week.
No. They couldn't
I'm,
even beat the Giants.
I'm not siding with George, but I am taking the Steelers, but I would take Washington against the spread.
Rishi?
I'm going Steelers. No way Washington wins.
All right, George, I unmuted you.
It's going to take a bigger toll than people think. Washington will bring that fire. The Steelers
Actually,
are going to get
you know
way
what?
too ahead of themselves.
I think
George's
Washington's really going to
opinions do
win
not
this.
represent
Barely
the
winning
Lemler.
against these bad teams.
For the record, George's opinions do not represent the Ethan Lemler podcast show. We do not have these bad of takes usually.
It does.
Let's just move on.
Actually, I kind of agree with George.
I know I'm gonna eat
How?
my words.
It really feels like a game.
don't
that
think they're
could
gonna
be an
win.
upset.
I know I'm gonna eat my words. I'm gonna eat my words because the Steelers always play down to whoever they're gonna play against, and the football team's somehow gonna pull this up, and I'm gonna be very embarrassed on Monday. All right,
Steelers.
Bills 49ers. 49ers pulled off a great win last week against the Rams. Bills have been playing really, really good football. I really enjoy them, and I think they're going to make a splash in the playoffs. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that one either. San Francisco's favorites by 1 point.
Wow.
So I guess I'm picking the upset here in the Bills. I don't know. I don't think this is even going to be close.
That's surprising too. The spread.
No, I agree with the
last
spread
year.
on this one. I agree with because Raheem Mostert is coming back. He came back last week. Now he'll be fully healthy this week. He just adds like a different element to their offense. I know Jimmy G is out. They're starting Nick Mullins, but I think the 49ers will pull this one out.
Yes, they add another element. Now they have running game, and interceptions. Congratulations, guys. Nick Mullins' offense is not going to beat a Bills defense, and then Josh Allen is just going to run all over. And
Yeah, last year
Mullins
we saw the Bills defense really carrying this team. This year the offense has been doing that and beating the season. But these last few weeks, the Bills defense has really been stepping it up. So I think they're turning into a more complete team as the weeks go on. So the Bills easily.
Noah.
Yeah, it's a must-win game for the 49ers. It feels like a game that they could win, but I really like the Bills. I love Sean McDermott. I love Josh Allen. Like you said, I think they're going to make a splash in the playoffs. I'm not going to pick the Niners in this one.
Yeah. All right. Wait, is anybody taking the 49ers in this game?
I am.
All right, Rishi. All right. Finally, Tuesday night game. Cowboys versus the possibly Trace McSorley-led Ravens. Ravens are favored by 7.5 right now because Lamar is currently starting. But pending injuries, pending health by Lamar because he did contract COVID, we'll have to see who starts this game. Cowboys are garbage. There's nothing more to say. Ravens had a really good showing against the Steelers last week, as I said, not last week, Wednesday, as I said yesterday, I believe. And I think the Ravens are going to play a good because I think they're going to beat this team, the Cowboys team.
I would take the Ravens with Trace McSorley. Like, no joke.
I even though obviously it was a 70-yard weird play at the end, I did like Trace McSorley, and I liked what he was doing. He had some good throws. He had some good reads. I think he'll make a good quarterback.
He's the same level of a quarterback as DiNucci, so.
Is DiNucci starting or Garrett Gilbert? Not
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
I think.
Dalton is starting.
Oh, he's
Oh my
back.
God, it's Dalton. That's right.
Well, still. Dalton's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cowboys.
If Lamar starts, obviously the Ravens, but both teams have not been playing amazing. But
Yeah, the Cowboys are a wreck.
Rishi, you're taking the Ravens, right?
yeah, obviously
Okay.
I'm not taking the Cowboys.
No.
Yeah, Cowboys are probably the worst team in the NFL right now.
That's
All right, that's it for ours right now. That's all our picks. You'll hear our analysis of the picks and the games Monday. Thank you guys for listening. Check us out on Instagram and Spotify under Ethan Lemler Podcast Show. Check out our socials. See you guys next time. Thank you guys.